Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am sitting in a hallway in a hotel in Paris. Just got done with the setup and have just a brief moment. So it's a little bit shorter today, but regardless, what if it's not ever about the time or the timing? Well, sometimes about the timing. Timing can be an interesting piece of a puzzle sometimes, but what if it wasn't about the length of time that anything is? Because truly, I've had situations that took about a second and they were so amazing. And then there's other times when you try to do something for hours and it's not really working. So, what if it was never about the time? So elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. It's a very different energy sitting basically in the basement in Paris, a big city. Yes, there's lots of trees here and there's greens and all sorts of things, and yet definitely a different energy. And truly, again, what if it didn't matter where you are? Just allow this process to run. Have no conclusion about it. Just let it be. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. Expand out. And receive from the earth. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. And yes, let's send contributions to any animal that is having some stuff going on with their body. And please know that these contributions may be something different from running this process. So if somebody's asking for contribution, always check what's required, what's desired, and let the animal show you. Don't conclude about what it is that is required. Just be present with the energy that the animal is asking for. And at the same time, you can still run this process. You are an infinite being. You don't have to limit yourself. You can do more than one thing at once. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. And there is lots and lots and lots of suffering on this planet. Sometimes that can be a bit overwhelming. And yet, how can we have ease with that and demand change? For me, it's always been more about the animals, and yet I'm discovering more and more I do care a lot about the people too. It's just different. And what energy can we all be to really demand the change and not think it's going to come from some other place? Somebody will save us all. What if it was really up to us? Please be the change. And be the change of also saying no when that's required. Be willing to be the intensity that might be required. You do not have to be the one that gets rolled over by the steamroller. Stop the steamroller. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, puvats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, puvats, and beyonds. In Germany, there's people that have been gluing themselves to roads with super glue to slow down traffic and to show people that something else had to be created with climate change. And I'm laughing because, oh my goodness, everybody has a point of view about these people. These people that are sitting there and slowing down our traffic, how dare they? And maybe this is not the way to do it, and maybe it is. But what if we didn't judge it right off the bat, but actually had a look at it? Is it creating a difference? Is it changing some people's point of view? Or is it just creating anger? What is it doing? And have a look at that too with you. What are you doing? Is it working? Is it pragmatic? So what else is possible? I wonder. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. And please, you guys, keep running the process. Thank you so much. I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.